Hello, hello, Felicia here with another layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps. Yes, sirree, Bob. It is me, and I am back with a layout here that I thought would be motivational to myself because I am really working hard on this. And what I'm going to be using to bring this layout to life is called the Pink Silk Crepe Mix by Spiegel Mom Scraps. It is beautiful. It's black and pink, but it's got different size sequences in it. It's got tiny ones, medium-sized ones, and a few large ones, and then some black ones to offset the pink. It's beautiful, and I love it. And it's the perfect mix for this layout. So what I'm doing is everything that you see here is from my stash. I am using an old collection here, and let's see, I don't even remember what the collection is, but anyway, to make a long story short, I am using this old collection. So my idea is, first it started out with this same old block, kind of like offset block shape type of deal thing, that's what I wanted to do. But I decided to change my mind. So here you see me, I am backing this tag with pink. I don't remember what that collection is from. Anyway, I'm backing the tag with some pink so that it could stand out against the layout here. And then I got a bunch of butterflies and some feathers. And I decided to go ahead, instead of me doing the typical block type of little circle, to make a circle. Now, I was just going to use just one circle. But then I said, this would look good with a black outline. But I didn't have a big enough circle to do a black outline, so you're going to see me do some use this little tool that I have here in some inventive ways here, which you see me right here. I got the curvy cutter, and that is an old tool, you guys. It's been around forever and a day. So I'm going to be using it backwards. And you're gonna see what I mean. So that circle right there, I was measuring out because I just wanted a small outline of a black circle, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? And so I was trying to figure it out. I was moving it around, and I'm like, you know what, this one is too big. I think I realized that it was too big, so I get the smaller one, and so you can see I'm using a curvy cutter the opposite direction. And I'm using it to do the outside of the circle because I want a thin circle. So you'll see what I mean. So I go over it, and then I shoot it out a little bit more, and then I go around again because you're going to see what I get off of that. I said, wow. I said, I never used this like this. See? And that's exactly what I wanted right there. Not the black circle, but that one right there. See? So that's what I did. And so I use that because that's what I want to do. I want to outline a circle. Now this outline, that black outline, is going to be very important in this layout. And so what I decided to do was I went and got some paper. I'll probably be back here in a minute. I always just kind of leave off here. I don't know why I do that. But I wanted that to be the focal point of the layout. Or actually not really the focal point, but the base of the layout. And so right there, I messed around with the camera a little bit there. I was trying to situate it so you get to see some of my little things that I do. So I decided to go ahead and take this paper. Now this paper, it looks white, but it's actually not white. It's gray. It's a really, really light gray because I didn't want it to be white. I wanted it to be, I just don't want the white background. But this gray was light enough to work perfect for what I was looking for. So it looks like my embellishments are moving on their own, but actually the ceiling fan is on. So and I'm laughing because they keep moving and I keep moving them back, and they just keep moving. Anyway, so I'm looking through some of the stuff that I have, and then you can see the sequence there just waiting for me. This layout was fun. I had a fun time creating this because it started taking on a look on its own. Now, I've seen something like this before, and I cannot remember, except it didn't have the inner circle, and I can't remember who did it, but whoever did it, and if you're watching this video, thank you, because I got this idea from you. So just wanted to make sure that I put kudos out for that to the person who had actually, idea. It just kind of gave me an idea of what I wanted to do and everything. So there I got some more butterflies. And I found those in my stash. I totally forgot about those. And this is why I figured that I need to make sure that I use stuff in my stash, because I didn't even remember those butterflies until I actually needed to look for something different. And so I did. So here you see me putting some tape here around this circle right here, because I want it to stick down. And the circle is off a little bit, but I don't really care, because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking to put a thin circle around this. See? So it worked out perfect. And then my photo is going to sit right off there to the left. If you're looking at this screen, it'll be to your left. So the butterflies here, I'm going to start gluing those down. And the reason why I'm putting those down first is because this is going to help me gauge on where I'm going to put the rest of my embellishments. In other words, the sequences and some other things that I'm going to be putting down here. So the butterflies are offset and they're going to be going around this ring. Now, I don't have enough of the pink ones to put down there with the clear like plastic acetate wings, but I do have some of the paper ones. And so I finish it off when I eventually put the paper ones on there. And so those feathers that you see there are also going to go on the layout as well, but they're going to go in a different area here. And right now I'm probably getting some, let's see, what am I getting? Oh yeah, there you go. I'm getting some of that fun foam there to put down the back of, to pop that up, because I don't want it to be flat onto the layout. So I'm going to be putting that down, and then I'm going to put the feathers on the back of there. I'm peeling off the backing there. And I am applying the feathers on to the back of here, and I'm making them kind of like spread out like a fan almost. Now I'm going to put my photo down because this is important. The photo has to go down so I can know where to gauge that, and also to how I'm going to gauge the rest of my embellishments. So I pour out the sequences. Thank you so much, Jody. These are so pretty, and this worked out so well. So I start pulling those gluing down the sequences there, and I'm putting them down strategically, you know, kind of like just all over the place. There's not really no rhyme or reason in how I'm doing this. I'm just putting it down to make a cluster, and the clusters is what I seem to like the most when I'm doing these layouts with using the sequences. And this is one of the things that you can do. I eventually some of the video got cut. I forgot to turn the camera back on, but you can see what I've done so far. I've got sequences all over the place. I have butterflies all over the place. I have some splatters all over the place. And this is what I decided to come up with, and it looks so festive. And I was like, wow, I really, really like this. And it turned out so good. And so you can do this. And it's so cool because the sequences add a cluster of what I needed. It makes it look more like a confetti party. And that's exactly what I wanted it to look like, because this is a celebration. We got to take care of our milestones, you guys. And I am taking care of a milestone that I've been trying to really get a hold of. And yes, some people like myself have gained some weight during the pandemic, and I didn't like it, so I decided I would work and get it off. And that's what this is all about. And that's why you don't see any kind of journaling on here, because the photo for me on this layout, and I'm normally the journal queen, I always put down my journaling, and sometimes I even make it look as part of the page. But I decided I wanted to make sure that I document this, because I am on a journey right now, and this journey is going to end with me losing that 15 pounds that I put on during the pandemic. And school, of course, because all my schooling was online, and all I did was sit at my desk. I didn't have to get in my car. Let's just start over. I didn't have to get up, take a shower, pack my backpack, get in a car, drive to campus, circle around 20 minutes for parking, get out of the car, take another 10-15 minutes to get to my class, walk to the stairs, walk to the elevator, all that stuff. You're actually burning calories when you're doing all that, and you don't realize it until you have to stay home. Oh my gosh. So that is an exclamation point there. I don't know why I put it so close to the 15, so it looks like I'm saying goodbye pandemic 151, but that doesn't make sense. So it's actually goodbye pandemic 15. So that's what we call it now. We call it the pandemic 15 because that's exactly what I gained. Actually, I gained about 16 pounds, but I decided to go ahead and get that off, and I am getting it off. And so it's coming off. Actually, I've already lost 5 pounds since I've started doing this, and it's only been 2 weeks. So I decided that this is great. And I ride my bike all the time. I make sure I'm eating right. Of course, a lot of you know, or I don't know if I've mentioned this, that I have been a vegetarian for about a year, since 2020 of last year. And I didn't eat any meat of any kind, and then I started introducing a little bit of fish into my diet a little bit as we go, so which make me a pescatarian. So, but for the most part, a vegetarian. And now I am at a level right now to where I can eat, or I can take it or go with meat. It's not the staple of my life anymore. I used to always have to have meat with every meal. Now I have these huge, gigantic salads, these huge, gigantic vegetable stir fries, these huge, just good food. And I've never was a really bad eater. I've always eaten vegetables all my life, so it's not new for me to eat vegetables. It's just I eat them in larger amounts right now. So. And that is mainly the focal point. So if I do eat meat, or if I decide to eat meat, it's usually anywhere from maybe 2 to 3 ounces of it. It's not a whole lot anymore. I don't do that anymore. So, and then my biggest challenge was sweets. Yes, sorry, Bob. I am a sweet tooth. So, and that is one of the things that I had to take a hold of and make sure that I don't overdo it. So now that I've explained to you why I did this layout, we are done with it pretty much. You can see me done right there, and I am putting another butterfly on there, and it's not the same color as the rest of them, but I didn't really care at this point. So because I was super happy about getting this done, I'm actually putting some more sprinkles on here, and I'm done. Be sure to check out Jody's shop so that you can get some of your own sequences, and this is called the Pink Silk Crepe. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great and wonderful scrappy week. Take care. Bye-bye.